Okay, so in this problem, 75-degree counterclockwise rotation. Center is 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whoa, that's not A, that's the center. 7, 5 is A, so 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 5 is A. And then that gets rotated 75 degrees around. So I'm going to do a really rough sketch of this thing. And 75 degrees, maybe it'll end up like about here. A prime, where this angle, that arc is 75 degrees. Okay, so some of the stuff we can figure out. We need to figure out where this coordinate actually is. Well, this is 75 degrees. I can figure out the radius by making a little triangle here. This ends up being 4 units across and 3 units up. So if I do 3 squared plus 4 squared equals r squared, you're going to get r equals 5. So this is 5 and this is 5. I can solve for this angle right here. So I'll call that alpha. And I know tan alpha is opposite over adjacent using right triangle trig. So tan inverse of 3 over 4 is my alpha, which comes out to be about, what is that? 36.870 degrees. And you know that the amount that you've rotated by from a horizontal line here is alpha plus 75. So I'm going to call this whole angle that I'm highlighting in green theta. So theta equals alpha plus 75. And, you know, that's going to be about 111.870, but you can store a more accurate version of that in your calculator. Now, if this were centered at 0, 0, then I would just do 5 cosine this angle, 5 sine this angle to figure out the coordinates where I ended up. But since it's translated over, I'm going to need to do r cosine theta and r sine theta, but translated. So instead of r cosine theta, I'm going to need 3 plus that because the center's at 3, and then 2 plus that because the y value at the center's at 2. So this is going to turn into 5 cosine theta plus 3 separately. Yeah, actually, let me put the 3 in front so it doesn't look like it's part of the angle. So 3 plus 5 cosine theta, 2 plus 5 sine theta, where theta is this full angle that we found. That's a terrible arrow, but you get it. And if you work that out properly and round to 3 decimal places at the end, you get 1.137 and 6.640.